Cal, the unbeaten run goes on. More than good value for your point today here at the league leaders Fylde. What was your take on the game?
Really, really pleased to have come to a place where you're playing against a very good football team, at a place where most teams come and you've seen plenty of 3 or 4 put past them, and for us to be one of the sides that will take at least something in terms of a point return. Really, really pleased. I'm clear that, yeah, it's a great run. In terms of being unbeaten, we wanted more points from the recent games, but at the same time, I was really clear when I took the role in May. Isn't a magic wand. We are building something, and we promised a team that will fight and a team that will play in a certain way with a level of commitment. And if you didn't see that today, you had your eyes closed. So for us, yeah, almost a little bit of frustration that we haven't won the game. I think that is really pleasing to have come to a place like this and gone, we've more than held our own. Pleased with how we played, and look, we'll be moving forward, that's for sure.
It was very difficult sort of from our position to work out what was going on. There was obviously a delay in starting the second half, and then there was that 15 minutes or so delay sort of on the hour mark in the game. What was sort of relayed to you from down at pitch side? Not
loads, and look, I'm really keen that I don't want to detract from the performance of the football team. So it is for other people to speak about things that go on. I've seen some things today. I tell you what, I've seen some things and been put in some situations, but really proud as the team were, to have had a delayed start to the second half, to have come off and then gone back on and had to play again, and physically how demanding that is. I don't even know what time it is more than anything else. That's really challenging, and what there is here is a group of players that will dig in, fight, commit, and I thought they really did that, and were very good value. I'm well aware that, I think, is it 5 draws on the bounce? We will have spells in the season like this. We aren't in a place at the moment where we can realistically go and win 46 games from the 46 we have. No one would have expected us to be in the position we're in prior to the season, and we had a brilliant run before Christmas that almost becomes like a stick to beat yourself with, because you feel like we can win every game. We can constantly win 6 on the bounce and another 6 and another 6. But for us to be in a position where we can come to places like this, places like Brackley, and avoid defeat, if we can improve the obvious area where we need to improve, we'll be in a really good position. So the take-homes for me are game, absolute, in isolation, performance full of character, full of quality, and full of resilience.
Definitely, and you were roared on by a fantastic away following, probably outnumbered the home fans. And as you say, that the key part as well is there's the delays in the game, but ultimately your side have come back out. They were just building some momentum before that break, I thought, and they just kept on going, didn't they? Plugging away and got the reward.
They're magnificent. They're absolutely magnificent. They have been all season. The numbers they follow in, the vocal backing they give the team, we appreciate it, and it makes a difference. I think you saw that. I don't think Fylde looked as assured across their back line in the second half. I don't think they liked defending in front of that end, just for the sheer amount of noise that was being produced. And I know here, in terms of the crowds that they get, that was probably a bit of a new experience, because there's not many clubs that will travel in the numbers that we have, and obviously it's a club that don't get the biggest numbers in terms of home support. They've been brilliant for us, and what we're desperate to do is have a team worth supporting. I think the profile of our performances, the fact that we're coming away from places like this going, and we might have nicked that game, we've just got to make sure we can all address it, the elephant in the room. We need to turn what is a bang average, okay, middle of the road home form into 3 points at home more often than not, and then you'll see where we'll go. So we've got to be delighted. Performance in isolation, really pleased. Position we're in, on the whole, delighted. But it can be very easy to get carried away with little moments of the season. By the way, both ways, positively and negatively. And trust me, when we're not winning games, I was told when I took this role, it's a lonely job. Probably management's lonely at any club. Spoke to ex-managers, particularly at Chester, you'll find that stuff. And I'm the same when we're not winning games. But the position we're in a little moment where this type of point, you can see where we're going to go. That's got to start on Tuesday. The pressure to make that happen lands all with me.